I just wanted to go over with you the entire home selling process. There's a lot of steps to it all, and we can go into the details when we meet in person. But until then, here's a quick overview of what to expect. Once we've staged your property, taken photography, put it on market, and you've received an offer, 90% of the time we're going to negotiate back and counter the buyer. Usually it's on price, terms, maybe there's a rent back. There's a variety of points of negotiation, and that will most likely happen. From there, with the offer accepted, we're going to open escrow. This gives the buyer 3 business days to get their earnest money deposit to escrow, and that's usually about 1 to 3% of the purchase price. This is the buyer's intention of purchasing your property. We're trying to get their skin in the game and make sure that they are committed to the home buying process, because it's actually pretty easy for a buyer to back out of the agreement. They have 3 points of contingencies that need to be removed. However, for the seller, it's actually very difficult to back out of the contract once we have an accepted offer. So rest assured, I will be doing my job in terms of vetting out your buyers and making sure you're accepting the offer from the best buyer. The buyers usually have 17 days from when the offer is accepted to do their buyer due diligence. This means that they're going to hire a home inspector to go through your property from top to bottom. It's a very detailed report. They're going to go through everything. We'll have a termite inspection done on the property as well. From here, the buyers are going to create a request for repairs list, asking you to either make some repairs to the property or to credit them some funds for them to address the issues themselves. This is just another point of negotiation throughout the home buying process. Once that has been negotiated, the buyers will then release that first contingency, that first buyer contingency. From there, if they do have a loan, they have a second contingency, and it's called the loan contingency. Actually, it's the appraisal contingency, where the appraiser comes out to the property to assess the value of the home to make sure it is what the buyer is paying to purchase the property, that the value is the same and there's not an overpayment. And this is required by all banks. From there, the buyer also has 21 days from when the offer was accepted for the loan contingency. So this allows the lender time to do the due diligence to get the loan approved for the buyer. Once the appraisal and buyer contingencies have been met, the buyer releases those contingencies. And pretty much it's almost a done deal. From there, escrow takes over and will manage the transfer of funds from the buyer, and if they have a lender, from the banks, and have those funds transferred to escrow, which then gets transferred to you, the seller. And then escrow works with title to make sure all documents are signed and that the title gets transferred to the new buyer. That's pretty much escrow and the home selling process in a nutshell. There are so many details and steps involved, but that's my job to take care of the details. We can go over all of that when we meet in person, but I just wanted to share with you a quick overview so you just had an idea of what to expect. If you have questions about anything whatsoever, feel free to give me a call. I'd love to help you out.